What's up, everyone? How you doing? You can see I'm using a little bit of a different setup today. I'm trying a different mic out. This one sounds a lot better. I was trying to record a little bit earlier, and it recorded with no sound, so that'll teach me to record something without actually, testing it. And my headphones, I'm not quite sure what I did with them, so I'm using these ones that I'm pretty sure are from probably the 80s, if I had to guess. These things are awful. I gotta get another pair. Uh, I actually made a video earlier when I wanted to talk about, not wasting your time as you're growing up. This video is more for people that are in their late teens and early 20s. I went to a show last year. There's a music and beer fest in Philly. And the reason I wanted to go is my favorite band was playing. All else failed. And I went with a good friend of mine, someone I consider a brother, Nick. He and I have been close for a long time. Me and him were in Set Ablaze together. For anybody that knows me, Set Ablaze was the band I toured with for years. And we met in high school, and actually no, I think we met in middle school. And we started getting close in high school as we started playing in bands together. That was kind of the genesis of what ended up becoming Set Ablaze. So there were three core members of Set Ablaze, three people that were always there. It was myself, Nick, and Mike. Mike was the guitar player, and Nick was the vocalist. So Nick and I, we got tickets and we went to the show. Actually, it was my wife that bought the tickets for me for Valentine's Day. Thank you, honey, for that. And she knows how much I love All Else Failed. And I was blown away that I got to see people that I hadn't seen in double digits worth of years. Both of I should say two of our former guitar players in Set Ablaze I got to see that day. Johannes met us as we were leaving from getting lunch, and Dave was actually going to the show, which was awesome because I think he lives in Virginia now. He was living in California for a while, I believe in San Francisco. I think he lives down in Virginia now. But I hadn't seen him, and I couldn't even tell you. And it was incredible. When you have real friends, the people that are true friends, you see them after long periods of time, long stretches of time, and it's like nothing ever changed. You never stop talking. You pick up pretty much right where you left off. It's beautiful. We all have families, we all have kids and wives, and we all have houses and everything, jobs. So life is moving forward for everybody, and time moves so quick. And before you know it, 10 years goes by. A lot of these people I haven't connected with in a long time, and that's my fault too. I should have made some phone calls, sent some texts, so that's also my fault. But it was so much fun picking up. We did a little bit of reminiscing. We were, all drinking and having a good time. Vince was there too, which was great. And I got to, see all these people. There's a lot of memories come flooding back. Just remembering all those good times, all the times that we traveled up and down the road, all the times that we got together for practices, and, made fun of each other, all kinds of good stuff. Even the bad times were good, funny enough. If you really sit and think about it, even the bad times are good. You can't waste your time worrying about, other stuff that's kind of silly. Like, I should be working and making money. I should be doing this or that. I don't feel one bit bad about not going to college. I don't feel one bit bad about, not working more when I was younger, because I would have missed out on things that really mattered, hanging out with my friends and my family, the things that were really important. Over the last bunch of years, I think I did the wrong thing. I was more living to work and not working to live. You need to have a healthy work-life balance when you're working. The problem is a lot of us, as we're getting older, we forget that. We forget that, work is something you do to support your life, not the other way around. You don't use your life, to support your work habit. And I kind of forgot that along the way, and that's my fault. And it's funny because my wife tried to tell me, you're working too much, you're not paying attention to your life, and your life is what's important. She was right. She was 100% right. It's my own stupid fault for not living the other way around. And I should have. I wish I had listened to her sooner, but, sometimes it's better late than never. In fact, a lot of times it's better than late than never. So, I'm trying to make more of an effort. It's been a little difficult lately, especially, once the pandemic hit, everybody was afraid to talk to each other. Me personally, I didn't care. COVID to me was, we had it once. I think it was, and it was like cold. It wasn't even anything crazy. I know some people were more affected than others were, but, I'm not in that risk bracket really. And it's important that regardless of what's going on, you try to connect with the people that mean the most to you. I know sometimes my wife hears me talk about the past and she thinks I'd rather be doing that. And it's not true. I love my wife more than anything. Waking up knowing that, she's always there with me is the greatest feeling that I could ever have. I'm blessed knowing that I have her and she's given me two beautiful children. So it's not true at all. I wouldn't change anything. But it doesn't mean I can't appreciate the times that I had previously. I can absolutely appreciate the things that I had in the past and all the good times, all the shows we played, the roads we traveled up and down, all the fun we had, all the stupid stuff we did. Man, one of the stupid things I believe included almost getting arrested at south of the border and having a sheriff threaten to shave Nick, which was hilarious. That was a good time. Maybe not for him because that probably felt a little scary. But I got a kick out of it. Listening to him go, "I'll shave you, boy." Whew. Man, was that fun. If you're younger and you're seeing this, I want you to remember something. Going to school, learning things, getting a good job, all that stuff is extremely important. You're not going to hear me say it's not. It is. You have to have a good job. You have to be making good money. That way, you can continue to live the way you want to live. But just remember, the stuff that you're going to appreciate the most is stuff that you can't replace as you get older. That time, you don't get it back. If your friends say, "Hey, listen, we're going to go, we're going to go travel, we're going to go to this place and that place," don't say, "No, I have work." Try to get off. Do yourself a favor. Take the time off and go. Because, I've seen more than a lot of people twice my age. Nick and Mike have seen more than me. After the band broke up, after we kind of called it quits, Nick went on to do tour management, and Mike, I think at the time he was playing for Blacklisted, and then he was playing guitar for Reign Supreme, and they've traveled everywhere. Nick traveled everywhere doing tour management with the bigger metal bands. I'll never forget. I had one night where Nick called me. He'd had a few cocktails. It was his birthday, and he called me. I think I was at work, and the band he was doing merch and tour management for. I actually think he was driving the bus too. They were playing his favorite song, and he was screaming it so loud. Oh man, I was happy he called me. I was giggling the whole time like a little schoolgirl. I thought it was hilarious, and it was good to hear from him on his birthday because at the time he and I hadn't really talked in a while. He was out on the road and I was working almost nonstop. This is before I was married. I was living too much at work, and that was a mistake. I never should have done that. As much money as I've made, it was never worth it. You miss the fun stuff. I forget where they were. I know they were out of state. They were out of PA. I'm not exactly sure where they were, but yeah, he had a great time, and I'm happy for him. But I think about those times often. Would you have sacrificed any of those times to go to school, get a degree, and be able to have an easier job? No, absolutely not. Those times were too fun. I couldn't have replaced them with anything. It's important to live your life and try not to regret things like that. You don't regret the decisions you made to go and have a good time. That's just silly. So you got to remember when you're younger and you're getting older, them times move by fast, and sometimes those opportunities you don't realize they don't come around again. You don't get a second opportunity to go have that good time. I remember a trip I took with my buddy Dan. We went to Memphis. Memphis. Where's Elvis's mansion? Is that Memphis? I can't remember. I can't remember. But we took a trip to Tennessee, and we went and saw Elvis's mansion. We saw his his planes and everything. It's so cool. Saw Sun Studio. God, that was so much fun. Ate some peanut butter and banana sandwiches. That was really good. But those silly things, like we drove down on a whim. It was 18 hours, I think it was. We got there that night and went out on a paddle boat. Had dinner. They had a blues band playing. Oh man, it was a good time. That was so much fun. So take those opportunities when they come. It's important, that you live your life while you can. Because as you get older, those opportunities get to be fewer and fewer. They really do. For most of us, some people are smart enough to make sure those opportunities come around again and again. They don't they don't live to work. They work to live, and that's what you should do: is work to live, not the other way around. Work shouldn't be your life. Life should be your life. Work should support that life. So don't ever forget, your life is important. You got to live it while you have the opportunity. Make those memories, because those memories, man, they're more important than you could ever imagine. They're highlights of your life. They truly are. And when you get to a certain point in life, if you look back and go, wow, why did I waste my time working some extra hours at work? Or why did I waste my time taking that extra class on a subject I'll never use? You're going to regret it. You really are. You don't want to regret it. Regret is a terrible thing. It's like a cancer. It really is. So I think I'm going to finish it up right there. I'm going to try and make one more today to put out tomorrow. But with that said, I love you guys. God bless you all. I hope everything you do turns out well. And hopefully I will talk to all of you soon. All right? Peace out.